Imagine for a moment that your body is not just a collection of cells and organs, but a vast and intricate symphony of energy. A living, breathing field of information. Is not about medical advice. It is about a different way of looking at ourselves through the lens of a new and profound science. The science of consciousness and its deep, beautiful, and sometimes baffling connection to the quantum world. For centuries we have viewed the human body through a classical lens as a magnificent machine. We believe that if a part broke, you fixed it, replaced it, or removed it. This model has given us incredible breakthroughs in medicine. It is a powerful framework, but it is not the complete picture. The classical Newtonian view sees reality as solid, predictable, and separate. A rock is a rock. You are you, and the space between us is empty. But quantum physics, the physics of the very, very small, tells a radically different story. It tells us that nothing is truly solid, that at the most fundamental level, everything is vibrating energy, a field of pure potential, and that the space between things is not empty at all, but a sea of possibility, an invisible matrix of information, an entangled web of everything. And here is where the journey to understanding quantum consciousness for healing truly begins, with the idea of the observer effect. One of the most famous and most misunderstood principles of quantum mechanics. In the quantum world, a particle such as an electron does not exist in a single fixed location. It exists as a wave of probability, a cloud of potential, scattered across a vast space. But the moment you observe it, the moment you look at it, that wave of probability instantly collapses, and the electron is forced to choose a single point in space. It is as if the act of observation itself, the act of paying attention, turns pure potential into physical reality. Now let's take this mind-bending concept and apply it to our own lives. Think of your body. In the classical view, your body is what it is. It's solid. But from a quantum perspective, every cell, every molecule, every atom within you exists in a state of superposition, a wave of possibilities. You have a potential for health, and you have a potential for illness. You have a potential for joy, and a potential for sadness. These are not separate static states. They are all coexisting as pure potential, a vast ocean of possibilities, until something collapses the wave. What is the observer in this scenario? What is the force that collapses the wave of potential and brings a specific reality into being? It is your consciousness. It is the focus of your awareness, your thoughts, your beliefs, and your intentions. Your consciousness is the observer that looks upon the infinite possibilities of your body's state, and in that very act of observation, it collapses the wave of potential into the physical reality you experience. The pain you feel is not just a physical sensation. It is the manifestation of a quantum pattern you have been observing, a pattern that you have perhaps unconsciously brought into being. This brings us to a crucial point, the power of intention. An intention is not just a wish. It is a focused and deliberate act of consciousness. It is the most powerful tool you have to collapse the quantum wave in your favor. But to understand how to wield this tool for healing, you must first become a skilled observer of your own internal world, a kind of quantum detective. We often live our lives on autopilot, our minds replaying old stories, old fears, and old beliefs about our limitations and our health. These deeply ingrained patterns, these repetitive thoughts, are like powerful observers, constantly collapsing the wave of potential into a reality that is in line with them. If you believe you are sick or weak or destined for a certain condition, your consciousness is observing that outcome with such unwavering focus that it manifests as your physical reality. So, the first step in using quantum consciousness for healing is to interrupt that old pattern, to become aware of what you are observing. This requires a practice of mindful awareness. It means taking a moment each day to simply sit and notice your thoughts without judgment. Notice the feelings in your body without trying to change them. This simple act of detached observation is revolutionary. By not engaging with the thoughts, by simply noticing them, you begin to weaken their power as a quantum observer. You are no longer mindlessly collapsing the wave into the same old reality. You are creating a space of neutrality, a space where new possibilities can emerge. This is the moment of choice, the moment where you can choose to become a new kind of observer. And this is where the power of focused intention comes in. Once you have created that space of neutrality, you can begin to deliberately observe a new outcome. The key is to be precise. Don't just wish to be healthy. That is too broad. Instead, create a clear, detailed, and emotionally charged intention. Imagine your body is a perfect network of energy, and your mind is the architect. What does a state of perfect health look and feel like to you? Be specific. Instead of saying, I want my back pain to go away, you can set an intention that says, my spine is flexible and strong. My muscles are relaxed, and my posture is aligned. I feel effortless movement and a powerful, vibrant energy flowing through my core. This is not just a string of words. It is a deliberate command to the quantum field, a specific blueprint for reality. Now, how do you make this intention powerful enough to collapse the wave? The answer lies in visualization. Think of visualization as the process of training your consciousness to be a powerful observer of your desired reality. This is not about daydreaming. This is an active, immersive practice. You must not only see the desired outcome, but feel it. Close your eyes and create a movie in your mind. If your intention is a strong spine, don't just see your spine. Feel the strength in it. Feel the ease of movement as you bend. Feel the vibrant, healing energy flowing into every cell. What does it sound like to be healthy? The sounds of your own happy laughter, the rhythm of your effortless breath. What does it feel like? The feeling of lightness, the warmth of vitality, the relief of no pain. The more sensory details you can bring to your visualization, the more powerful your intention becomes. You are essentially creating a holographic reality in your mind. And your consciousness as the observer is taking that blueprint and forcing the quantum field to manifest it as your new physical reality. The practice of visualization is more than just a mental movie. It is a total immersion of your being into a new reality. It is a sensory experience where you don't just see with your mind's eye, but you feel with every fiber of your being. To truly activate this process, you must engage all your senses. What does the air smell like in this new, healthy reality? The crisp scent of fresh air on a morning walk. The aroma of a home-cooked, nourishing meal. What do you taste? The sweet, delicious flavor of a fruit picked from a tree. The simple, clean taste of pure water. These details are not insignificant. They are the vibrational building blocks of your new reality. They are the language the quantum field understands. When you immerse yourself in this sensory experience, your brain and body do not know the difference between the imagined experience and the real one. The neural pathways associated with this healthy state begin to fire and wire together. You are literally rewiring your brain to match the reality you intend to create. But there is a missing ingredient, the secret sauce, and that is emotion. The quantum field does not respond to thoughts alone. It responds to the feeling you attach to those thoughts.
Thoughts are the blueprint, but emotions are the energy that brings the blueprint to life. Think of a thought as a radio signal, and emotion as the power source that broadcasts that signal into the universe.
To truly heal, you must not only think about the outcome you desire, you must feel it as if it has already happened. This is where the practice of gratitude comes in. Gratitude is one of the highest and most powerful frequencies of emotion. When you feel gratitude for a state of being that has not yet manifested, you are broadcasting a powerful signal to the quantum field. A signal that says, this reality is already mine. And this is where the profound power of resonance comes into play. Everything in the universe has a frequency, a unique vibrational signature.
Your thoughts and emotions are no different. When you feel fear, worry, or pain, you are broadcasting a low-frequency signal.
When you feel joy, gratitude, and love, you are broadcasting a high-frequency signal The law of the quantum field is that like attracts like. The frequency you broadcast is the reality you will resonate with and bring back to yourself. So if you want to heal, you must tune your emotional frequency to the frequency of health. This is why gratitude is so vital. It is the tuning fork of your consciousness. When you feel grateful for your body's perfect function, for the energy flowing through you and for the life you have, you are sending a clear, high-frequency signal to the quantum field. You are resonating with the very health you desire, and the universe has no choice but to respond in kind, by delivering a reality that matches your frequency. This profound ability to tune your frequency is a function of what we call quantum coherence. Imagine the difference between a light bulb and a laser. A light bulb emits light chaotically in all directions. It is incoherent, but a laser focuses light into a single powerful and coherent beam. When your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are scattered, when they are in conflict, your consciousness is like that light bulb. Your energy is diffused and weak, but when you are in a state of alignment, when your mind, heart, and body are all focused on the same clear intention, you are creating quantum coherence within your own field. Your consciousness becomes a laser powerfully collapsing the wave of potential with surgical precision. But when you are in a state of alignment, when your mind, heart, and body are all focused on the same clear intention, you are creating quantum coherence within your own field. Your consciousness becomes a laser powerfully collapsing the wave of potential with surgical precision. This is why a simple, clear intention is so much more effective than 1,000 scattered wishes. The coherence of your internal state directly determines the power of your external manifestation. And the true engine of this coherence is not your mind but your heart. The heart's electromagnetic field is thousands of times stronger than the brain's. It's the most powerful transmitter in the human body. While your mind generates the blueprint of your thoughts, your heart generates the energy of your emotions. When the two are aligned, when the thought of what you desire is matched with the feeling of love and gratitude from your heart, you are not only creating a coherent signal, you are amplifying it with the most powerful transmitter in your body. Learning to listen to your heart and lead with its coherent energy is one of the most transformative practices you can undertake. It bypasses the logical mind's doubts and connects directly to the quantum field of pure potential. The heart is not just a pump, it is an intelligent organ, a center of intuition and feeling, and a powerful engine for quantum change. Let's go a step deeper and consider the role of the subconscious mind. While your conscious mind can set a new intention, your subconscious mind, which is responsible for 95% of your reality, holds the deep ingrained beliefs that have been observing your old reality for years. Think of it as a silent partner in the quantum observation. Even if you consciously intend to be healthy, if your subconscious still believes you are unworthy or destined for illness, its observation will override your conscious effort. The key to true healing lies in aligning these two powerful observers. You must teach your subconscious mind to observe a new reality. The way to do this is through repetition and emotion. You must repeat your new intention daily and, crucially, feel the emotion of gratitude as you do. This repetition charged with emotion is the language your subconscious understands. It is how you bypass the old programming and install a new operating system for your reality. The power of this repetition is profound. Every time you consciously choose a new thought, a thought of health, vitality, and gratitude, you are carving a new neural pathway in your brain. With enough repetition, that new pathway becomes stronger, wider, and more ingrained in the old one. The old beliefs about illness, about limitation, begin to fade and fall away, like an old road no longer in use. Your brain, the biological manifestation of your conscious mind, is literally rewired to believe in and broadcast a new signal of health. This is a scientific process happening on a physical level, a testament to the incredible, tangible link between your inner world and your outer reality. This quantum framework also explains the undeniable power of sound and vibration. Everything in the universe, as we've established, is vibrating energy. Every cell in your body has a resonant frequency. When a cell is healthy, it vibrates at a harmonious frequency. When it is unhealthy, its frequency becomes disharmonious. So, what if you could introduce a sound, an external vibration, that carries the pure frequency of health? The use of sound healing, whether through chanting, music, or a simple, clear intention spoken aloud, works on a quantum level. It's like a tuning fork for your body cells. When you introduce a coherent, healthy frequency, the cells that are in a state of disharmony naturally begin to resonate with it. They are compelled to tune in to the powerful new signal. Your own voice, when filled with a sincere intention of gratitude and health, becomes a powerful tool for broadcasting that healing frequency. The final and perhaps most liberating step in this process is surrender. You have set the intention. You have visualized the outcome. You have felt the emotion of gratitude. Now, you must let go. The temptation is to constantly check for results, to worry if it is working, to analyze the progress. But this constant checking is a form of doubt, and doubt is a powerful observer that can collapse the wave of potential in a negative way. When you worry, you are sending a signal to the field that says, "It hasn't happened yet. I am still sick. This isn't working." You are recreating the very reality you are trying to heal. Surrender is the ultimate act of trust. It is a knowing that you have done your part as a conscious observer, and now you must allow the universe, the grand quantum field, to do its part. You release the grip of control and step back, knowing that the new reality is already on its way. Of course, this is not a one-time fix, a magic pill you can swallow. It is a daily practice, a constant act of conscious creation. And along the way, you will face obstacles. The most common one is doubt. The skeptical voice in your head will tell you it's not working, that it's all just a placebo, that you're deluding yourself. This voice is a powerful observer, constantly trying to collapse the wave back into the old familiar reality of struggle and illness. To overcome doubt, you must simply acknowledge it without giving it power. Just as you would observe a thought during mindful awareness, you can observe doubt. There is doubt, you might say to yourself, but I will continue with my practice, regardless. You don't argue with it. You don't try to force it away. You simply choose a different path, the path of your intention. Another major obstacle is impatience. We are conditioned to expect instant results. We want to do the work today and feel better tomorrow. But quantum consciousness works on its own timeline. It operates in a non-linear way. The key is to trust the process and detach from the outcome. This is the very essence of surrender. It is not about giving up. It is about giving over. You give over the how and the when to the universe. You do your part by setting the intention and embodying the feeling of the desired reality. The quantum field will then rearrange the atoms and molecules of your life in the most efficient and elegant way possible to bring that reality into being. The moment you try to control the outcome, you are placing a limitation on the infinite possibilities of the universe. You are telling the universe, I only want it to happen this one specific way. But the universe might have a far more beautiful and surprising way of delivering your healing than you could ever imagine. To make this a daily practice, you can begin each morning with a simple quantum reset. Before your feet even hit the floor, take a few moments to breathe deeply and set a clear, concise intention for your health for the day. Feel the gratitude for the vitality you desire. Throughout the day, when you catch yourself falling back into old patterns of worry or doubt, take a conscious pause. Use that pause as an opportunity to become the conscious observer again, to remind yourself of your intention, and to choose to broadcast a new signal. You can also try a quantum mirror exercise. Look at your reflection, not just as the physical body you currently inhabit, but as the field of potential within you. See the healthy, vibrant version of yourself and acknowledge it as a coexisting reality. This continuous practice of conscious observation and choice is not a passive wish, but a dynamic, creative act, a dance with the quantum field itself. It is about building a new habit of awareness, a new way of being, one small intentional moment at a time. The wisdom of this approach lies in its elegance, its simplicity. It's not about fighting against your illness or your pain. That kind of battle, that kind of struggle, only reinforces the reality you don't want. Instead, you are turning your attention away from the problem and towards the solution. You are not a warrior battling a disease. You are an artist, creating a masterpiece of health and vitality. You are shifting your focus from what is wrong to what is right. You are moving from a state of fear and lack to a state of love and abundance. This fundamental shift in perception is the most powerful act of healing you can perform. It is a radical act of self-love, a recognition of your own divine creative power. This understanding of quantum consciousness for healing extends far beyond the physical body. It applies to every aspect of your life. Think of a troubled relationship. Classically, it is a conflict between two separate people, but from a quantum perspective, it is a shared and tangled field of energy. When you change your own state of being, your thoughts about the relationship, your emotions towards the other person, you are not just changing your own reality, you are collapsing the shared field in a new direction. Your intention for harmony, your visualization of a positive connection, your gratitude for what is working, all of these act as a powerful new observer that can heal the entire relationship. You are an entangled particle in a shared reality, and when you change the whole system. The same principle applies to your finances, your career, your creativity. Every single aspect of your existence is an entangled sphere of pure potential, waiting for your consciousness to observe it into being. So this is not just a theory, it is an invitation to a new way of living. It is a call to take responsibility for your own mind, not in a way that blames you for your illness, but in a way that empowers you to heal it. You are not a victim of your biology. You are not a passenger on a journey determined by fate. You are the conscious observer, the architect of your own reality. A living, breathing quantum entity with the power to collapse the wave of pure potential into the magnificent, healthy, and vibrant reality that is your birthright. It is all there, waiting for you, in the entangled sphere. Your healing begins. Now, the journey starts with a simple step, a moment of awareness, a focused breath, and the realization that the universe within you is a mirror of the universe outside, and your mind is the single most powerful tool you possess to reflect a new and more beautiful reality. This is the ultimate meaning of the entangled sphere, the profound and miraculous truth that everything is connected and everything is possible.